Last weekend was the Hungarian Grand Prix, the last race in the Formula 1 season before the summer break. That was quite interesting, but let's see how Reddit reacted to it. And here is the first meme. I made a cutaway of the Ferrari garage this season. So we have the truck, obviously, we have the desk where they're sitting, then you have Schultz and Carlos, it looks like, the spare parts room, then you have the garage. Yeah, you can see, they are scared of the engine because it's going to blow up. Then you have Ferraris just cooking pizza and just doing higgledy-piggledy things because they don't know how to make a good engine. Then you have conspiracy theories sort of trying to figure out a good strategy. And they are just chilling. And they have a ton of Vespas outside. Good. Alonso's first impressions of the Aston Martin F1 car. Carl feels good, much slower than before. Amazing. So, if you didn't know, Alonso is going to move to Alpine. No, he's going to move from Alpine to Aston Martin next season. Because Sebastian Vettel announced on his brand new Instagram that he's going to retire after this season. Which will be interesting to see, but Alonso has stated that he wants to help them win and he believes they're going to build a winning car. And then Mike Crack and Lawrence Stroll are saying that we want Alonso, is going to help us move us forward and we are going to become a very good team, a championship winning team with him. Debatable, but as you know, Alonso is known to make bad mistakes in moving teams because it usually goes right before or right after when they're good. He's never won a championship since 2006, 2005 I believe it was. We'll see what happens. Clown. Lewis Hamilton from the Netherlands. And they have Charles Leclerc from Monaco. Or yeah. Then you have Sergio Perez Mexico in point standings. George Russell, Carlos Sainz. Then you have Lewis Hamilton again, Lando Norris, Esteban Ocon. Okay, so they just don't know countries. What countries? And they don't know well, they know countries, they just don't know Max Verstappen. So Hamilton is on the 2 spot. And according to this, he will win his 8th championship. We'll see what happens. The guy behind you is on hards. Look, but don't make it obvious. Race engineer. Dude, they put Charles on hards. Max, no way. Let me check. Spins out. Haha, you weren't kidding. And then Charles Leclerc overtook him. But, you know, he didn't win because obviously Ferrari are bad. And they have lessons 101. Tire management and defense. Professor Checo Perez. Everybody here. I wouldn't say Hamilton in tire management and defense fully, sort of, but the rest maybe. But is that Perez or is that Gasly? I have no idea. But yeah, if you didn't know, the F1 teams or drivers I should say were doing some sort of not poll, but they were writing on pieces of paper, as you can see. Or yeah, and we don't know fully why or what's been going on there, but hopefully we'll know soon, and we might actually today, as of uploading this, might know some things about the new regulations. So we'll see if it comes before uploading this or after, but hopefully we get some news. And we also know that Porsche might join Red Bull if the rules are according to them good, so we'll see if they join. And when I mean by join, I mean buy a 50% stake in Red Bull Racing, because that's apparently what they've done according to some Moroccan legal documents. My application for Hannah is my waifu flare. So I don't know who that is. Oh, it's a NASCAR driver, ex-NASCAR driver, I don't remember which one. I will never be a at your service, my queen. Hannah, because if you don't know, Hannah is the lead strategist of Red Bull, and currently she has been doing quite a good job at making them having a good strategy, because strategy is ultimately what won them the race and also pace, but I would say a bit more strategy. That's why they won Hungary. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see if their pace is still there in Spa, because the flexi floors, which reportedly Red Bull and Ferrari have been using, will be illegal in F1 terms. So let's see if they will go back and maybe Mercedes wins. Haha, Max has more points, he's so bad. But as strategist, after hearing that strategy means trying to win and not trying to lose. And also, the strategists have been known to be bad for quite a long while, but Mattia Benotto has said that they don't have any problem. I know. Sounds a bit odd. But as stated, as I've seen before in the race, they have a very good videos, they call the race. They have made a video and talked about Mattia Benotto and his sort of state of denial that Ferrari have problems. And the first, and I remember I heard this quote, I don't remember if it was them, but then it said that the best way to start by solving an issue is by acknowledging that you have an issue. And if Mattia Benotto doesn't want to acknowledge that they have structural problems in Ferrari, then they won't fix because he believes they aren't there. It looks like Ferrari won't be any better. If not, they get a new team principal. Poor Alonso! Alonso joins Aston Martin for 2023. Alonso after the first race. So if you didn't know, this is a meme from when he was back in Ferrari. I don't remember what race. Looks rainy, so I would say Brazil maybe, where he was making a meme face because he was shocked. I don't remember for what reason, but he was shocked. Hopefully we'll see more memes coming from Aston Martin saying that the car is slow. We'll see. Stroll 22, Stroll 23, Stroll 24. When you realize that Lance Stroll is now mathematically out of the Drivers' Championship. And Gotifi, who actually got quickest in FP3, is also mathematically out of the Drivers' Championship. Which is sad to hear, but expected. The only two people who can fix Ferrari. Big sausage curb energy. But if you don't know these people, if you're from a bit younger or you're a Drive to Survive fan, this person here, Sean Todt, was the team principal for Ferrari when Michael Schumacher was driving for them and won 5 consecutive championships, which is not the easy job to do, especially when you work with Ferrari. And he was the ex-FIA boss before Ben Sulayem took over, and in my opinion, the FIA become less credible and worse. And then you have Ross Brawn, who's currently working in F1 as the person who helps with the regulations and decides what to do. And he used to be the head of design, I do believe, for Ferrari during the Schumacher era. And so that means that he was one of the people, including James Allison, head designer for Mercedes, who designed the F2004. Arguably it was the quickest F1 car to date until 2017-18 when the new regulations came out in, but those were super quick. And the only car which has become quicker sort of due to regulations is the 2020 F1 car from Mercedes. I think it's the W10, I'm not great, I don't remember fully. Which was also designed by James Allison. I would not call it a coincidence because he's a very good person and I believe he should earn a lot more credibility than what he's actually earning. Remember, last year Alonso was just a rookie. I want to give opportunities to young drivers, so I am retiring. Thanks. Yeah, because he got to drive in the young drivers test, and people were joking that he was a rookie because he got to be on the young drivers test, which is due to some weird reasons. But you never know, the FIA work in strange ways. I also made a cutaway of the Ferrari garage this season. Basically a circus, because everything is higgledy-piggledy and nobody, well, you sort of know how to fix it, but as stated before, Ferrari are in, Mattia Binotto I should say, is in denial and doesn't think there's a problem. Ferrari, what's wrong Charles bro? We didn't think twice before destroying Sebastian's career and he was a 4-time champion. Who are you? Yeah, this basically says it because when Ferrari came in, when he was fighting for the championship, Vettel, he was a really good driver at the time. He still is quite a good driver, but then was doing a lot of mistakes, doing the Spinalla meme which came out, which has sort of gone away. But it looks like Charles Leclerc's career might sort of be destroyed too, because he's driving for Ferrari and Ferrari are currently incapable of fighting for a championship. Fun fact actually, Kimi Räikkönen, the Iceman, was the last driver to win a world championship with Ferrari, and that was in 2007, and they only won it by 1 point. So they weren't dominating, and also fun fact, Hamilton would have won it if he didn't pin it in China, which certain people believe was intentional. We don't know, but if he got it, he would have been an 8th world champion by now, and if Michael Massey wasn't there, he would have been an 8th world champion, and yeah, he should have been an 8th world champion either way if Michael Massey was there or not. Come at me, Red Bull fans. Did you know what happened to Leclerc is sad, but did you know I won the 2016 World Drivers Championship before the back then 3-time world champion Lewis Hamilton, and then he loves taking up, he beat Hamilton and everything, but if you watch, I don't remember what video it was, but there was one certain video where he talked about how he beat Hamilton, and that was mostly, he said that he couldn't focus on anything else, he had to focus on just Formula 1, not his, and he had to just hang with his family too, but he had to really focus on F1 to actually beat Hamilton. He had to do a ton of things and play dirty, and now they have basically lost the friendship because they were best friends, because in my opinion Nico Rosberg were doing some naughty things. What do you do to have to beat Hamilton? But this also shows how great of a driver Hamilton is, and I think we really saw how good he really was in 2020, because we're comparing him to Bottas, and then you can have Turkish Grand Prix in 2020, but also last 3 races, especially Brazil in 2021, showed that he, and in Abu Dhabi, he really showed that he was one of the greatest drivers, and he was arguably better than Verstappen in those races, and Mercedes also had an inferior car. Oh, this is fun. Stroll and Alonso fighting for B18 in 2023, and they have the old, what was it called? Rich Energy logo. But yeah, that's what will sort of be happening, but they won't be fighting in Audi and Mercedes, both will be fighting in crappier cars. Ferrari explaining their strategy. We need to cover for Latifi's undercut. Yeah, that's sort of a reason what they will use, but I'm not shocked if they came up with some ridiculous reason. But you never know. Why are we still here? Just to suffer. Gimme. Ferrari fans of the 3 races. Yeah, because they were looking, because Leclerc won the first race, lost the second, won the third. Red Bull domination. Another Nico Rosberg win. Did you know? Whoa, Alonso joins Aston Martin. I'm wondering if Lance will be able to defeat the 2-time champion in the same machinery as I defeated Lewis in 2016 in the same machinery. Yeah, this is basically what I said before. But speaking of me, let me give you my race review. So, the Hungarian Grand Prix was quite an interesting race because we had the risk of rain, which a few people didn't bite on, but it could have rained, and it rained just after the race, classic F1. But also there was quite a bit of fighting, and due to this higgledy-piggledy, it was quite fun to see all of the drivers battling it out. And I would say this was quite a good race, and maybe not one of the best of the season, but I don't remember how good the other races were this season. But you never know. Not thankfully, this is the last race before the summer a summer break of 4 weeks, I believe, which is a bit sad, but they need to rest because they're human too, especially the mechanics and engineers, and hopefully Ferrari fix their problems. Next week will not be a Reddit Rex because there is no F1, but it will be something related to F1. It's my vlog, the 2022 Silverstone Grand Prix, and if you should go to it next year. Hopefully I'll see you then. But until then, I've been Ritzy Legend, you've been my amazing viewers, thank you for watching, goodbye!